The big change I'm seeing in how firms use AI right now is the move from small wins to big wins. Until not long ago, people would say, yeah, we're adopting AI, we're experimenting, we're trying, but we're not seeing real time savings. And that was true because we invested our time in learning. We tried things, some of them worked, some didn't. We wrote nicer emails, but it wasn't massive in time saving. Now we're changing to those bigger wins through reusability. That happens in the form of agents and skills. And I think that skills is the way things are going to go. So let me show you what they look like. I'll show you first in Claude because it's simpler, and then in Copilot where it's just rolling out. But the idea is that a skill is like a playbook. It tells the AI, when I ask you to do this, here's how I want you to do it. These are the steps. Here's what I want you to make sure you do. And these are the colors I like the most. And so it's always going to do that the same. Let's have a look. This is my Claude account, and we can see here that I've got a list of skills that I created in Claude, or mostly Claude created in Claude. My daily briefing that prepares me for my day based on my calendar and my current priorities, and a coach that lives in there, a daily review, a brand kit, my Xero invoice processor that picks up receipts from a folder and sends them to Xero as spend money transactions or bills, depending on what they are, and all sorts of things like that. When I chat with my Claude, I can say, let's do this, this, and that, and then I can mention any one of my skills or more of them so it knows how to do the things that I want it to do. And the truth is that I hardly ever do the slash thing to mention a skill, to call up a skill. What happens is I just tell Claude what I want, and Claude goes, oh, she's asked me to help her with this presentation. What do I need for that? Let me look at my list of skills. Oh, there's a brand kit. I should probably be aware of that. And she's talking about this client, and there's a skill that knows about that client. I should probably bring that. And she's talking about doing a briefing, and there's a skill about briefing. I should probably bring that one in too. So the thing is that we're giving it a library of playbooks, and we don't need to mention them every time. It picks them up on its own. Copilot seems to be going down the same route. A bit later, but seems to be the same direction. Let's have a look at what Copilot is doing. So the first place we're seeing skills introduced in Copilot is under Cowork. If you don't have this, it's not enabled in your tenant because there's a bit more of a cost, different conversation, but this is where we see it first. In Cowork, we can bring in plugins. I've put in here the plugin for Morningstar, for Monday.com, for Miro, and for a few others. Each one of them comes with some skills. For example, the Canva one comes with the skills of branded presentations and design translation and implement feedback. The plugin for Harvey, the legal AI, comes in with skills like Ask Harvey or list knowledge sources or ask with knowledge sources. And I can also create my own skills. So I created a skill, or really Copilot created it, of a GST work paper review. The difference between doing a skill here and doing an agent, like many of us have done over the last few months, it's been the hit, is that this one can get picked up anywhere without us having to remember to mention it. If we look at this one, we'll see that it contains the entire playbook of how to do the GST review for me. And obviously I can edit it and I can share it with my team. But Copilot is not stopping there. We're starting to see in Excel, when we bring up Copilot, that I can choose skills, and there are a list of skills. Some of them come built in with Copilot, some are those from the plugins that I brought in, and some are my own custom skills that I created. And here it is in PowerPoint. Choose skills, and it's got a shorter list of skills, but we know that they're all rolling out. And in Word, well, at the moment they're not showing up like skills here. They're showing up, you see my Harvey and my Morningstar as agents, but you know that in Copilot, simple saved prompts are called agents. So we'll see where that goes. And we also see that they're bringing in other plugins like a legal agent. And the legal agent, which is built in, I didn't create it, has playbooks of how to redline documents and how to do legal reviews and legal edits using playbooks that we can upload. And in chat, we're not seeing the skills just yet, but looking at the documentation, it's definitely coming. So what does that mean for us? Well, first, it means that we need to have this awareness of the move from just using prompts, using chat for one-off tasks to these reusable capabilities. And the idea of skills or agents as playbooks. Now is the time to develop those playbooks. The easiest way is once you've done a fantastic task with AI to go, now write me the skill for the next time. That's it. In our AI club, this is what the majority is working on right now. Writing those playbooks, writing those skills. We don't need prompt libraries like people did in the past. We just need to develop those skill libraries that our AI will understand. In Copilot, it's quite emerging, and there's still quite a few annoying limitations of where you can use them and where they don't work, and some of them only work in chat mode and not in edit mode, and it's a bit frustrating, but that is temporary. That's not forever. When we look at Claude, we see what Copilot is just about to do, and that is skills are becoming reusable across everywhere, and they're becoming shareable with a team, and they are becoming discoverable by the AI itself. It picks up when it needs it. And then it learns how to really be part of our team and do things the way we like them. If you want to have a crash course on this and understand what others are doing, there's 2 ways that I can help you with that. One is come to my event in Sydney this week, Melbourne next week, where we go through your baseline and make sure everything is in place for you. Understanding how it goes into your workflow and understanding how to keep safe. If this is too soon and too fast, join our club. The next intake is in September. You'll come straight into a session we're doing with Lander and Rogers on legal questions that the club has around using AI in accounting. And you'll have access included into all the training. Copilot, Claude, AI policy, AI agents, the lot. More than anything, you'll just hear what others are doing, join our prompt parties where we share prompts and have lots and lots of fun.